The AI chip wars are going crazy. Prices are flying. Some investors are making life-changing money, others are getting crushed. In this video, we're breaking down 4 hardware giants at the center of this boom: Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, and Seagate. We'll hit the most important numbers, what each company actually does, and the key catalysts that could move these stocks next. Our homework question for today is this: if you had to pick only one of these 4 for the next 5 years, which ticker would you choose? Think about your answer now. This is not financial advice, just one person's research and opinion. Our first stock is Intel, ticker INTC. Intel trades around $82 a share with a market cap near $411 billion. The stock is up almost 87% in the last 30 days and more than 4x from its 52-week low near $19. Analysts are cautious though. The average price target is roughly $73 and the consensus rating is hold. So the stock is already above where Wall Street expected it to be. That means investors are clearly betting on a real turnaround. Intel is one of the original chip companies. Founded in 1968, it created the first commercial microprocessor and drove the x86 architecture used in PCs and servers. Today, Intel sells core CPUs for laptops and desktops, Xeon CPUs for servers and cloud, Altera FPGAs, networking and connectivity chips, and discrete GPUs under the Intel Arc brand. The big difference with Intel is that it owns fabs. These are huge chip factories in the US, Europe, and Asia. AMD and NVIDIA design chips and outsource manufacturing. Intel designs and manufactures. Under CEO Pat Gelsinger, Intel is trying to turn this manufacturing base into a full foundry business, making chips for third parties as well as itself. At the same time, it is pushing into AI accelerators, networking, autonomous vehicle tech, and software tools like One API to make its hardware easier to use. The PDOS ratio is not meaningful yet because earnings are still in recovery. But trading activity has spiked, with volume around 280 million shares versus an average of about 106 million. The simple value of Intel is that it powers PCs and servers now, while trying to become a key AI and manufacturing player later. Governments want local fabs and less dependence on overseas supplies, and Intel is one of the few companies that can fill that role. Key things to watch are progress on new process nodes, foundry customer wins, traction in AI chips, and how margins and cash flow evolve as Intel spends heavily on new fabs. If execution is strong, Intel is a turnaround plus infrastructure story with real upside. Our second stock is Advanced Micro Devices, ticker AMD. AMD trades around $348 a share with a market cap near $567 billion. The stock is up more than 70% over the last 30 days and is almost 4 times its 52-week low near $92. The PDOS ratio is about 131, which is very rich. Analysts rate it a moderate buy, with an average price target near $296 below the current price. So again, expectations are high. AMD is a fabless chip designer. It designs chips and uses outside foundries to build them. Its main lines are Ryzen and Threadripper CPUs for desktops and workstations, EPYC CPUs for data center and cloud servers, Radeon GPUs for gaming and visualization, and semi-custom SoCs for game consoles. In 2022, AMD bought Xilinx, adding FPGAs and adaptive SoCs that are used in telecom, networking, and other specialized systems. AMD's focus is high performance per watt. It uses advanced manufacturing nodes and chiplet designs to deliver a lot of compute efficiently. That makes it attractive for cloud providers, PC makers, and enterprises. The valuation tells you investors expect strong growth. Recent volume is around 81 million shares versus an average near 34 million, showing AI excitement is driving heavy interest. On the product front, AMD is attacking 3 big areas: CPUs, EPYC versus Intel, GPUs, Ryzen versus NVIDIA, and adaptive compute, Xilinx FPGAs. The big new story is AI. AMD wants its GPUs and accelerators to be used for AI training and inference alongside or instead of NVIDIA. It also wants EPYC to anchor AI-ready servers. The why now is simple. Cloud providers and big enterprises need more AI compute and don't want a single supplier. Catalysts to watch include AI design wins with major clouds, margin trends as data center products grow, clean execution on new CPU and GPU launches, and how well AMD integrates Xilinx into a unified platform. AMD is a high-growth challenger with strong tech, but a lot of success is already priced into the stock. Our third stock is NVIDIA, ticker NVDA. NVIDIA trades around $208 a share with a market cap near $5.06 trillion. The P/S ratio is about 42.5, which is lower than AMD's, even though NVIDIA is far larger. Analysts rate it a buy with an average target near $275, suggesting more upside in their view. NVIDIA started as a graphics company in 1993. Now it is the backbone of AI compute. It sells GeForce and RTX GPUs for gamers, professional GPUs for creators, and data center GPUs like A100 and H100 that power most AI training and inference today. It also offers Tegra-based SoCs for automotive and edge, high-speed networking from its Mellanox acquisition, and a powerful software stack. CUDA, CUDNN, TensorRT, NVIDIA AI Enterprise, DGX systems, and the Omniverse platform. The key idea is that NVIDIA is not just selling chips. It is selling a full AI computing platform. Hardware, networking, and software are tightly integrated. In the last 30 days, the stock is up about 22%. Volume is around 214 million shares, versus an average near 140 million. The dividend yield is almost zero, around 0.02%, which shows the priority is reinvestment and growth. NVIDIA's GPUs are the standard for AI training today. CUDA keeps developers in its ecosystem. DGX systems and cloud instances make it easy for enterprises to adopt NVIDIA's stack without building from scratch. Beyond data centers, NVIDIA has platforms for autonomous driving, drive, robotics, and edge AI. Jetson and industrial simulation and digital twins, Omniverse. The why now is straightforward. AI investment is still ramping up globally. Catalysts and risks to watch include the pace of data center AI spending, competition from new accelerators and rival GPUs, NVIDIA's ability to keep its high margins, and any impact from export rules and regulation. NVIDIA is the current king of AI infrastructure, but the price also assumes it stays dominant. Our fourth stock is Seagate Technology, ticker STX. Seagate is very different from the other three. It is a storage company, not a CPU or GPU designer. That makes it an indirect play on AI and data growth. The stock trades around $56 a share with a market cap near $128 billion. It's up about 55% in the last 30 days and more than 7x from its 52-week low near $81. The P/S ratio is roughly 66, and the dividend yield is around 0.5%. Analysts call it a moderate buy, with a price target near $518, which is below the current price. Seagate designs and sells hard disk drives, SSDs, hybrid storage, and integrated storage systems to cloud providers, OEMs, enterprises, and consumers. It also offers data recovery and management software. The main value Seagate provides is cheap capacity. AI, video, IoT, and analytics generate massive data. A lot of that data is stored for long periods. For many uses, large HDDs are still the lowest cost option per terabyte. Recent trading volume is about 2.7 million shares versus an average of 3.35 million, so the move looks like a steady re-rating rather than a frenzy. But a 66x P/S for a storage company is high, and storage has historically been cyclical. Seagate's core products are high-capacity HDDs for hyperscale and enterprise data centers, plus drives for surveillance and video, SSDs for faster needs, and full systems with software. As AI and digital services grow, total data volume grows, which supports demand for storage. Catalysts include adoption of higher capacity drives, continued growth in cloud storage, and a shift toward higher margin systems and services. Risks include competition from flash and new storage tech, pricing pressure, and potential oversupply. Seagate rides the same AI and data wave, but from the storage side, with a valuation that leaves less room for mistakes. Now let's put all four side by side. Intel, NTC, around $411 billion market cap, stock near $82, a turnaround plus foundry plus AI story. It owns fabs, spends heavily, and could benefit from government support and manufacturing demand if it executes. AMD, about $567 billion market cap, stock near $348. A high-growth fabless designer in CPUs, GPUs, and FPGAs. It has big AI and data center potential, but trades at a very high multiple. NVIDIA, NVDA, roughly $5.06 trillion market cap, stock near $208, the current AI platform leader with a strong software moat and deep cloud relationships, still priced for continued dominance. Seagate, STX, about $128 billion market cap, stock around $586, a storage backbone that benefits from data growth and AI indirectly, but with a high P/S for a cyclical industry. Each company targets a different layer of the AI and data stack. Intel is manufacturing and CPUs with a turnaround angle. AMD is the performance-focused challenger. NVIDIA is the AI infrastructure king, and Seagate is the data storage base. Which one fits depends on your risk level, time horizon, and which part of the ecosystem you believe in most. So now you've seen the core numbers, business roles, and main catalysts for Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, and Seagate. 4 different ways to ride the same AI and data trend. Go back to the original question. If you had to pick just one of these 4 for the next 5 years, which ticker would you choose now? Did your answer change after hearing the breakdown? Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and talk to a professional if needed. If this video helped you, you can use it as a simple data-driven guide for your own deeper work.